We're at the Hiwatt booth where we meet Rob Cavanna with a lot of nice Hiwatt news.
So this is still in the prototype stage, but it's a 50 watt bass amp. First one for Hiwatt. We've never had a 50 watt bass amp in the past. So basically it's pretty standard. You've got your treble bass middle EQ, and the frequency range, what it basically does, it's an overall Hiwatt sound, but you can kind of get a bit of a Fender tone in one frequency, another frequency will give you a bit of an SVT tone, and then the other one is full on Hiwatt. Even though the other frequencies kind of, not really mirror, but they're just adding that bit of like the Fender or the SVT sound to it. Eventually this will be turned into, it'll be a head version, there'll be a combo version, like a 1x10, and I think a 2x10 combo version as well. So basically we have the custom 405, custom 400 watt bass amp. It's a new redesigned version of the custom 400 that Hiwatt had in the past. Biggest changes on it are it has 8 KT88 tubes now. The transformers are a lot larger. The previous version had 6 tubes and the transformers were smaller, so it was getting hot too often. So we've improved the design on that. It puts out 580 watts RMS, 8 KT88s, 3 ECC83s, and 1 ECC81. It's a dual channel preamp, has a lot of high-low sensitivity inputs, and it cross patches your bright and normal channels. So all purpose, you can actually play guitar through it as well. But something else we have, if you guys want to come over this way, new to Hiwatt are Fuzz pedals by Gary Hurst. He's the original tone bender designer. We started working with Gary a little while ago, and he's had these prototypes from the 70s. So we have the Fuzz King and the Octa Fuzz pedal. And actually, we did some demos earlier this morning, so when I have some time, I'll edit the video and I'll get it up on the internet so people can actually hear what the pedals sound like. But if you know Fuzz, old King's first Zeppelin album, he's the reason for that. Jeff Beck, he's the guy Jeff Beck's first Fuzz pedal came from Gary Hurst. So, very legendary guy. I can talk about the pedals a little bit. The Hiwatt Fuzz King, it enables a full range of standard fuzz effects over a complete tone range, controlled by means of the filter control. There's this fuzz sustain and output level as well. This enables the sound to be matched according to the taste of the guitarist and particular music played from the 60s sound, right? The Octa Fuzz does exactly what it sounds like. It gives you an octave higher on your fuzz sound. That's kind of it for the new products. We had a high gain amp, but it's actually stuck in customs. Yeah, it really sucks because it's the first metal amp for Hiwatt. Hiwatt's never had a metal amp in the past, but we're working with Mike Fortin, who's a high gain specialist. He's got his own set of amps that he's done. He's also developed amps for Frederick Thorndal from Meshuggah. And he used to work for Randall, so he was modifying amps for Metallica in the past as well. So now Mike's working with us, and he's going to be putting out, over the next year, he's going to be putting out a few other things. We're probably going to be doing a high gain on our bass amps, so the 400 watt over there, we'll have a high gain version of it eventually, and same with the 200 watt. These things keep popping up now that I think about it. This is a new cabinet as well. So basically, 2x12 and a 115. And the way it's been designed is that there's a shelf in between the two sets of speakers. So they're completely isolated from each other. And what you'll be able to do is you can plug into the top input and that'll give you just a 2x10. You can plug into the bottom input for just a 1x15, or you can bi-amp it. So you have the full range effect. Yeah, so you basically end up having about 3 different cabinets in one. It's 550 watt max handling power when it's fully a full range mono. Yeah, well, the full range bass cabinet that we've always had is like that as well, right? So it's the same idea. So you've got a 4x10 and a 1x15. So same idea, you can just play just the 410 or the 115, or you can bi-amp and play the whole thing together. So it gives you a wide range. Yeah. And I think that's pretty much it for new stuff anyways.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you.